now we move on to the developer part, where I want to give some suggestions to the developer. So first off, developer, let me just kill myself here so I get the stuff. Yeah. First thing I'd like to say, very great idea of a plugin. I have a lot of features which I think could make this plugin a lot more fun. If you could add, maybe for the stats side, a kill-death ratio, that would be nice. Now, a kill-death ratio, if you don't know what that is, it's kills over deaths. So it can be in the decimals if you don't know. So basically, how many kills do you have over your deaths? If you have like 2 kills over your deaths, then your kill death KDR, your kill death range, is 2 until you die once. Once you die once, your KDR is 1. And then the more that your KDR goes up, it can go into the decimals. If you have a lot more deaths than kills, then it's going to go into the decimals. And I mean, that's probably something you may want to look out for as well, is using the decimals for it, if you decide to use KDR for the stats as well. Now, another thing with the plugin that I'd like to say is if you could make it so that there's automatically a no hunger feature, so then that way the hunger doesn't get afflicted by the auto soup in future versions, because a lot of people are going to be probably complaining about that. They're going to be saying, oh, come on, what's the use of using hunger? Like, they can disable it using a different plugin, but if it's in the plugin itself, it'll make it a lot easier for people out there. So that way, the soups only heal the health, which is normally what most PvP plugins have themselves. And remember, these are all just suggestions for the future. So, staff, this is pretty good. I'm okay with this. Because you can edit it any way you want. If maybe you could make it so that you can, I don't know, maybe add more rows, because what if you have more staff than this? I mean, what are you going to do about that? So that's why you want to probably fix that up. So if you could make it more changeable, the staff area, where you can add more rows to it to add more staff members, that would be great as well. And yeah, so now I'm going to go on to some of the main troubles that I have with the kits. Also, I noticed that you wanted us to add bar API into the in order for this to work. So if you're working on the plugin to use bar API, that's very nice. However, right now, as you can see, I have bar API installed, and there's no reason for it to be. There's nothing here that needs bar API. Nothing. So I don't know what you mean by that. Probably just for a future version, you're going to add some bar API support. Maybe some announcements will pop up on bar API, or maybe if you want to edit them. I mean, that would be pretty cool as well, so I would agree with that. Now, I don't know what the point is, even though items can be cleared. You know what? You have a clear item thing. I mean, most people would probably be okay with the items dropping on death, because then they can collect it, but it probably won't work because of the class that they have. So, that I'm fine with that. But I have a few suggestions for the kits for the next future. PvP is fine, as you may know. The PvP kit here is fine. Specialist, I have a lot of complaints with. Specialist, it's definitely a great idea. However, as you noticed in the latest version in 1.8, you can't enchant without lapis lazuli. So my thought for this class is that you get a 50-50% chance on, when killing a player, gaining 1 lapis and 1 level of XP. Maybe you can make it so that it can disable XP when you kill a player too. It's just that when you have specialist, so when you kill a player, you can you have a chance of getting stuff, and if you gain a level and you have a lapis, you can put in the lapis and whatever you want, and you can enchant it real fast if you're in the area to be able to enchant. Because I mean, if you made it so that while you have this open, people are trying to attack you, they couldn't attack you. That'd be pretty unfair because then they could just try to put on the armor and all that and get a better sword and just attack them back while they were trying to attack them the whole time. So, I mean, you can keep it the way it is, but that's just a suggestion. I mean, it's very bad right now, as you could probably notice, so I just recommend something better for that. Also, Stomper. I have an idea for Stomper. Give it, like, an anvil, and make it so that when you right-click it, it throws you, and this would have, like, limited use. Maybe every 30 seconds you could use it. So pretty much what would happen is, upon right-clicking the anvil, you'll lose it out of your inventory for 30 seconds until it comes back in, but it launches you into the air and then smashes you back down, and when you land back down, depending on where the player is in your stomp radius, if they're in, like, directly underneath you, it one-shots them. I mean, that would be pretty cool. It's a very unique ability that I just thought of, so if you'd want to use that, that would be a very nice idea for Stomper. Because right now, I don't see an idea for Stomper. And then next up is the Viper. So Viper, I'm guessing it just gives poison to the enemy. I don't know. But my suggestion for Viper is that when you attack a player, it has a 25% chance of giving them poison for a few seconds, which you know won't hurt, but maybe a 5% chance of giving them Wither, and like it takes away half their health or something. Because, you know, if they get attacked and they try to run away, it's like, oh no, wait a minute, I can't die, until they realize that it's Wither, and you know, Wither can kill them because poison can't. So since it's more like that, you know, I just recommend using Viper with Wither and poison, because that's most likely the effects that a Viper would probably do if you thought about it. So that's my suggestion for Viper. Kangaroo, just saying, Kangaroo's fine. I think it's fine the way it is. There's no problem with it. It pretty much just works just fine. But the next kit, Switcher, I'd say it's fine, but there needs to be probably a nerf for it. So make it so that it gets one snowball and you can throw it. However, it takes 5 seconds to reload another. It takes maybe 3 or 5 seconds to reload another one, and then you can throw it again, because having a whole entire stack and then just plain on running out, that's going to get plain annoying until they run out. And could you imagine a whole entire thing of people just randomly throwing the switchers? I mean, that's just going to be plain on insane. So I'd recommend doing what I said to make it a bit easier. Even though you will never run out, you don't spam them, and it won't spam the server. Turtle. I'd say Turtle, give it maybe an iron helmet, iron leggings, and make it so that it has like slowness 1. You know, so just a little bit more armor, and so even though it has a little more armor, it'll have a weakness to it, so slowness, so it's balanced out. That's just my suggestion for Turtle, because I have no idea what it does right now. And then Phantom, I'm fine with it. I really love it myself. But as you can see for Phantom, while you're flying, you have leather armor. I didn't realize that at first playing Developer. That's actually a pretty cool idea. So that's the only time armor changes now. I just realized it. So Reaper, I don't know if it already does this, but if you attack another player with, if you're in the radius of 5 blocks of another player and you right-click this, one of those players, if there's multiple players, it will randomly do it to a player. But if it's one player, when you right-click this, sorry about that. When you right-click this next to a player, it will automatically but it'll steal some health, and maybe there'll be a cooldown, like the Phantom. So that'd be pretty cool too if you could steal health, but it would only work if you were low on health. That would be a pretty cool idea for Reaper, unless it already does it, and I have no idea that it does. Viking, I'd say that if you're attacked and you're at low health, make it so it gets a strength boost, maybe a speed boost. That would be pretty cool if randomly just like you went to low health and then you had speed and strength and you could suddenly attack everyone and kill them, but then you'd have a chance of dying because you're at low health. That's just my idea for Viking. And then Quick Drop, I have no idea what this one is. I'd recommend just changing Quick Drop entirely, because Quick Drop doesn't seem to be doing what I think it would. Like, I just have no idea what this would be for. I mean, you can already Quick Drop items, so why would there be a use for it? So, my suggestion for that kit, for Quick Drop, I have no idea. If you could maybe post more details on that kit, that would be great, but what I'd say pretty much is maybe that it heals you more. Maybe you can change the kit name so that when you drink a mushroom stew, it heals you more. Maybe that's just what it does. I don't know. Than what a normal mushroom stew does. But I really have no idea what Quick Drop would be for. Snail, I'd say give it maybe full iron armor, a stone sword, and maybe give it slowness. Again, like Turtle, maybe slowness 2, and maybe make it so that you can customize it. Pretty much make it a tank, but give it slowness. That's pretty much all it needs is slowness. Maybe like it needs better armor than this, a weaker weapon, and slowness. And Turtle, it'll have less. It'll have like half the armor, but still this weapon, but a weaker slowness. So, that's just my idea for that. Then, for Sidon, don't edit that. That's very good. Same with Archer and Pyro. Okay, so after that point, I don't think you need to edit any more of these. Oh, hold on. One more thing. Archer, make it so it's leather armor. I know that's maybe half leather, half chain. Why? Because if there's someone very good with the bow, they can just completely, even with the armor, just go boom, boom, boom. And maybe give them like a weaker weapon like a stone sword, because literally, if they're an archer, they mainly need to main the bow. What would be the use of anything else? But that's just my suggestions for this plugin so far. So thank you, developer, for watching and sticking around. And for any of you of my fans that just sticked around to watch it, yeah, this has been long. But I'm probably going to be separating this into multiple videos. And this one will just be plain on suggestions itself. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to all you guys later. Bye-bye!